Private detective Philip Marlowe is hired by a rich family. Before the complex case is over, he's seen murder, blackmail, and what might be love in 1946's The Big Sleep.
Can I help you, sir?
Oh, yeah, I'm looking for a good mystery on something off the beaten track, like the Maltese Falcon.
Oh, that was a fascinating story. But here's one that has everything the Falcon had and more. It's Raymond Chandler's latest bestseller, The Big Sleep. What a picture that'll make.
You mind if I look at it?
Philip Marlowe, the story's protagonist, is played by Humphrey Bogart, and this is the private eye that all motion picture or even storybook private detectives are either based off of, emulated, or compared to in some way, shape, or form. He is the quintessential private eye. He really makes that role famous. It's well written, but you need someone like Humphrey Bogart to give it that Bogart attitude and really make it alive. And aside from what already is written for him, he has tremendous wit and great ideas. For example, there's a sequence for which he's entering a bookstore that he's screening, and he has this great idea that involves a nuance with his hat brim turned up and his glasses pointed down, which was his idea. And when you see that sequence, it's hilarious, it's great, and it's believable. So that and dozens of other moments that Bogart just makes the role truly alive, which he does with every movie. Humphrey Bogart was, I think, the movie star of movie stars. I don't think that there was anyone who equaled him in terms of just on-screen charisma and just working the camera. And that shouldn't take anything away from Lauren Bacall, who was his on-screen romance and off-screen romance. This was their second feature together. Bacall, who was still very young, I think she was barely over 20 when the movie was made, she was cast in this production because she had already done the movie To Have and Have Not with Bogart, which was extremely successful. It was another Howard Hawks movie. And the studio decided that they had such great chemistry that there was no reason why they shouldn't be thrown in another movie again. And for good reason, too, because their on-screen chemistry is just really just explodes out of the screen. It's terrific. Great dialogue back and forth, some of it playful, some of it serious. But whatever the circumstance, they're always captivating and they always have your attention. So those two alone are worthwhile and worth watching. Story-wise, it's a little hard to follow, and I don't say that because it's boring, but it is just all over the place. There's very little. I don't know. I've seen the movie a couple of times, but I still don't quite get everything with the story. I've tried it, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter because you get enough information to not care about the details. Just watch the movie and have fun. But I challenge you also to learn the story. Heck, you could even tell me what it's about, because there's still some details that I haven't quite ironed out. Another treat in the movie doesn't really have much to do with the artistic integrity of the movie, but there are dozens of beautiful women cast in a lot of bit parts in the movie, whether it's a cab driver, bookstore owner, an elevator girl, whatever. But there are a lot of those little roles that pop up, and each one of them is, brief, but it leaves an impact. And these are I guess relatively talented actresses because their brief moment makes it a bit memorable, and it's really great to see the Humphrey Bogart character interact with all these different characters and girls, and just the way that he composes himself and handles himself. It really makes you I guess envious of the character. And the funny thing is that Humphrey Bogart, he's not the most attractive guy. He was the first to admit it, at least towards the later years of his career, when he was really starting to wrinkle up, I guess. But he just owns it with his charisma and his larger-than-life presence on screen. But I think The Big Sleep is really a great representation. If there's only one Humphrey Bogart movie that you could see that was the best representation of the kind of parts that he played, I think The Big Sleep might be that movie. So let me know in the comments what you think of The Big Sleep. Does Humphrey Bogart really do it for you like he does for me with his just larger-than-life presence, the chemistry between him and Lauren Bacall. Let me know if you got the story, because I think that's the thing that I really want to know the most, is if you can understand the story, because it's really tough for me. And that's pretty much it.